sex between coaches and teenagers in their care to be made illegal in England and Wales.
Here's a summary of the article.
Religious leaders and sports coaches could be banned from having sex with 16 and 17-year-olds in their care under plans to expand child abuse laws in England and Wales. The move would close a legal loophole under so-called position of trust laws, which already apply to teachers and doctors among other professions, and would make sexual relationships between people in these positions and those they supervise illegal. It is one of a raft of measures proposed by the government in its Police, Crime, Sentencing and Courts Bill, which is due to be introduced to Parliament on Tuesday as part of efforts to overhaul the justice system. The bill proposes court orders to help crack down on knife crime and to give police powers to make it easier to stop and search those suspected of carrying a knife. The proposals seek to place a legal duty on councils, police, criminal justice bodies, health and fire services to address serious violence and share intelligence. As part of the bill, deaf people could sit on juries for the first time, with sign language interpreters allowed into jury deliberation rooms. The Justice Secretary, Robert Buckland, said the bill would give the police and courts the powers they need to keep our streets safe, while providing greater opportunities for offenders to turn their lives around and better contribute to society.
This post received a score of 5,300, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Wait, it wasn't illegal before?
Age of consent is 16, and coaches and religious leaders weren't counted as people with authority. Unlike, say, teachers and doctors.
Fucking nonsense.
Greater than coaches and religious leaders weren't counted as people with authority. What the fuckity fuck?
See, I read.
I used to work in education in a performance section as a technician, and I worked with 16 to 19-year-olds, and the rules are made very clear on day one. Basically, don't even think about it. I enjoyed my job and I got on with the students, and they knew I wouldn't take any of their bullshit. But this still didn't stop the odd female student using the line, "Remember, one word off me and you are going to prison." Scariest joke in the world.
Also one of the least funny ones.
The fact you need to make it a law just shows how fucked up the world is sometimes.
Greater than I just want to help the kids and make a difference in young lives, and maybe get my dick sucked.
This new law will make my grooming behavior feel creepy now.
While most of this bill is fine, good, this stood out as problematic, so yet again the government is attacking civil liberties. This is also true and should be given careful consideration. As for the title, surprised this wasn't already a thing, and it is 100% appropriate.
Why isn't this the headline? It's simple, they make it about protecting children then put the bad stuff at the back but on the same vote. Anyone who opposes it is now advocating to protect child sexual exploitation.
The classic think about the children while putting in a bunch of otherwise unpassable things, then calling people out as monsters if they don't want the bill to pass.
There really is a long overdue reform needed where all items in a bill need to fall into at least some semblance of related territory.
It's all well and good to prevent grooming, but this is a really broad bill. It lost me at.
So the plot of Bend It Like Beckham won't happen in real life.
Good movie though. I read Couches. I was so confused.
I read Roaches. I was confused too.
I read Loaches. I was confused too. But I knew something was fishy.
Disturbing, this wasn't the case already really.
There was a loophole that meant it was legal between a coach and a person over the age of consent. It was always illegal if the person was under the age of consent.
At first I read it as in their cars, and I'm like, well, it should be illegal no matter where they have sex. Then I read it again and I'm like, duh. Silly me.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.